It is with the deepest regret that we've had to make the decision that this year's Aldershot Army Show will not go ahead as planned in July. We've made this decision as late as possible. We've been trying to work on ways of making it feasible, and we've just felt we've reached a point where to carry on any longer in a state of limbo just is no longer possible. There are two factors that combined resulting in this announcement. Firstly, the Army in past years has provided the necessary funding for the show's operating costs and has also underwritten any eventual shortfall. These costs have grown as the show has expanded and become more sophisticated, and they've grown to a point where the subsidy to put on the show and the risks involved in underwriting it could, in effect, treble the Army's financial liability. This means that we can no longer justify the levels of expenditure and risk involved in putting on the show this year. In addition, the Army in general and Aldershot in particular is heavily committed to Operation Herrick in Afghanistan. As you're no doubt well aware, many Aldershot-based troops such as the Coldstream Guards, 4 Medical Regiment and the Queen's Own Gurkha Logistics Regiment are currently serving on the front line in Helmand. And although these troops will have returned by the time the show is due to go ahead, the Army has to remain tightly focused on its operational responsibilities at this crucial time.
And so is there nothing happening this year, or is there anything at all?
No, we are going to be running, the show consisted of two fundamental parts. There was a recruiting and youth event in the first 2 days, and the show itself in the second 2 days. The element we've announced today that we're cancelling is the show itself. The youth and recruiting event, a career opportunity event, will still go ahead on the 1st and 2nd of July.
Well, the Council have been partners with the Army and the Army Show now for quite some years, obviously with the junior partner because the show is very much an Army show. Firstly, we are working now with the Army to see whether or not the show can be resurrected in future years from 2011 onwards. We're working with them to find ways of making it more cost effective and to help them fit the show into their various rules they have to work to, and we'll leave no stone unturned in trying to find a solution. But in addition to that, we want to continue to value our soldiers and their families. Whenever there are any major units returning to Aldershot, we're quite keen to have homecoming parades. And indeed, we're hoping to have one in June this year, when we'll also celebrate the National Armed Forces Day.